How's it going, everyone? This is DoctorJefe, and welcome to another Crusader Kings 3 achievement run. For this run, we're going to be going for the Al-Andalus achievement, which requires you to start as an Iberian Muslim, control all of Iberia, basically modern-day Spain and Portugal, and take the Avenge the Battle of Tours decision. Now, once we get into the game, we'll look at what is required for the Avenge the Battle of Tours decision. But let's talk first about what it means to start as an Iberian Muslim. So, if you're doing the 867 start, what you're going to see is that the Umayyads control pretty much almost all of Iberia. However, the problem is that the leader of the Umayyads is Bedouin culture. Now, this is not considered Iberian culture. What you're going to want to get instead is the Visigothic culture, and that requires you to play as one of the vassals of the Umayyads. So you could play as the Marwanid or Kutamid, any of these vassals that are of Visigothic culture. You're going to have to rise up, overthrow the Umayyad leader, and take the rest of Iberia for yourself. Now, what I did was actually go with the 1066 start, basically because I wanted to try something different from the 867 start. And I wanted to play as an independent ruler starting off. Didn't want to have to worry about rising up and taking control of the kingdom. So in the 1066 start, again, make sure that you're not playing as a non-Iberian culture. So make sure that it's Andalusian. You can see here culture is Andalusian. That's what you're going to want to grab. And the strongest Andalusian start is the Dahunid Emirate. So you can see that their military strength is over 2,000 compared to your neighbors who have under 2,000. So expansion is going to be very easy starting as the Dahunid Emirate. So if we just click play, we'll go into it. And let's look at the Avenge the Battle of Tours decision. So it requires us to completely control Iberia. So we can click here to view it, which, as you can see, modern day Spain and Portugal, as well as the region of southern Francia. So not only do you have to control Iberia, which should be your first step, you're going to also have to extend your control into France, which by the time you're the emperor of Iberia shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hopefully the Holy Roman Empire has broken apart, or at least they aren't allied to France, which should allow you to expand northward. Now, starting off as the ruler, what you're going to want to do is grab up spouses who have alliances. So you can marry this daughter. She may not be the best, but as you can see, there's no other possible spouses that would give alliances. Maybe this one down here, the Wali of Cadiz. So actually, you should look for sort by alliance power. Grab these two spouses. That takes away any possibility for your neighbors to gain allies, which is going to make your expansion that much easier. The first target you're going to want is Cordoba. They have no allies. They're very weak militarily. And you're going to want to get in here and take the Great Mosque of Cordoba. You can see this is a special building that has a lot of benefits. And in fact, as the Dahunid start, you may want to move your capital over there if you can seize these lands. I'll talk a little bit about how you can keep lands from splitting up under the partition succession. But yes, this is a really strong county with a really strong special building, and if you can't keep it for yourself, at least make sure it goes to someone in your dynasty. That monthly renown of plus 5% is very useful, and you'll still get it as part of your dynasty even if you don't directly control it yourself. Now, once you've started expanding, I would say, do your war against Cordoba. You're going to want to go on a pilgrimage. Getting your piety up to the second level from dutiful to faithful will allow you to do holy wars for duchies. So not just holy wars for counties, but holy wars for duchies, which will allow you to take a lot more land. And you're going to want to take some land from your Catholic neighbors. The reason is that you can get alliances with your Muslim neighbors, so you don't have to worry about them attacking you, but you're never going to get alliances with your Catholic neighbors. And you're going to want to fight Castile before they start expanding and reuniting all of their lands. They have claims on Leon and Galicia, as you can see this right here. So you're going to want to start fighting them, slowing down their ability to reunite their kingdom as much as possible. Now, Castile pretty much always goes to war with Galicia, so I would wait until that war starts and then kind of move in and take this Duchy of Castile if you can. Now, the problem is that the King of Castile is a very, you can see, he has average prowess, but he's going to be a strong military leader. So you're going to want to make sure you have enough men-at-arms, your own good military leader, in order to beat them in a war. Now, let's look at my current playthrough. So I did something a little bit different. I actually started as the Aftasids. And my route was similar to what I said with Dahunid. As you can see, I've allied the other major Muslim powers in Iberia. Apparently our alliance with the Dahunids has fallen out for some reason. So I'll just make sure to marry off, you know, one of my children. You're going to have so many children to marry off for alliances as a Muslim ruler, since you're going to be having not only your primary spouse, but also other secondary spouses. So what I did was take over Cordoba, start expanding southward, and then once Castile was at war with Galicia, I came in and took a duchy off of them. As you can see, this was originally part of Galicia. And then once Leon was isolated from Castile and Galicia, as the brothers will go to war with each other, I came in and ate them all up for ourselves using the Holy War Casus Belli. Now, one thing to note is that because Muwallidism, which is what you'll start off as an Iberian Muslim, since they have the pluralist doctrine, winning a holy war will vassalize infidel rulers instead of seizing their lands. So you're going to have people who start off as Catholics. What you can do is demand conversion, and if they do decide to convert, it will automatically convert their capital counties. Another nice thing about being a Muwalladi in Iberia is that converting Catholic counties goes much faster than converting the other way around, converting the Muwalladi to Catholicism. In fact, if we just click on our convert faith in the county, you can see it will complete in 4 years. Now, if you're a Catholic trying to convert Muwalladi, it's going to take maybe 10 years, who knows, maybe even more. So that's a nice thing about this playthrough. So what my next steps are going to be as the Aftasids is to continue to kick the Catholics out of Iberia. You can see our military strength is quite strong compared to Castile. And then consolidate the rest of this region under our control. So we'll start taking out the other Muslim rulers. The nice thing is that once you have enough prestige, you can do the Conquered Duchy, Casus Belli, similar to tribal rulers, so you'll be able to start taking lots of land. And if we were somehow able to get to the Exalted Among Men, which, you know, you would need a very young ruler, and to really focus on the prestige, you could even invade Kingdom in order to take pretty much all the lands from one of the other Muslim Iberian rulers. Now, another thing to note is that it may be a good idea to conquer Fez. You can see that it's a holy site of Muwallidism, but it doesn't start off controlled by you. And it does give cultural fascination progress plus 10%. Now, that's going to be important because you want to control the cultural fascinations, and you want to get those mangonels. That was my focus once I became the cultural head. Sieges, it's been a while, but from my tribal playthrough, I realized how strong siege weapons are, and not having the upgraded techs of siege weapons make wars drag out much longer than I would like. So it does seem like a good idea, and in fact, once my truce with the Grand Emirate of the Maghrebs is over, then I will go in and take Fez for myself. Alright, thank you for watching part 1 of the Al-Andalus achievement video. I hope you found this information useful, and let me know if there's anything that I missed that I might find useful in my achievement run. Until next time, do remember, as always, to take care of yourself.